I wanted to do something a little special for Memorial Day. So I chose a poem that celebrates service. And in this particular poem, it's flying an airplane. It was written actually by a pilot, which isn't that unusual because you can find books and books of poetry written by people in the service, soldiers and sailors and Marines and members of the Air Force and Coast Guard. And you can go all the way back to the Civil War and find poems, books and books of them, old wars and recent wars as well. So I chose this one because it's uplifting on a day when we stop to remember and to honor and to respect those who made the ultimate sacrifice that we might celebrate our freedom. I have a tiny little backstory for you on this one, though. Way back when, you might say when the earth was cooling, television stations used to sign off at midnight, and then there'd be no programming till in the morning. I know it's hard to imagine that. Most of the time, the sign off came with the national anthem. I think all of them played the national anthem, but some of them did a little something extra right before the national anthem. And this poem that I'm about to recite to you was one that I saw most often at sign off time. And I guess I saw it so often that suddenly I realized that I knew it. And it actually has been featured a couple of times, so you might even recognize it. I think it's a wonderful celebration of service and very fitting for Memorial Day 2020. High Flight by John Gillespie Magee. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting winds along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while, with silent lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God. See what I mean? Uplifting. So on this Memorial Day, remember that about the people we pay respect to. They served with great joy and with great honor to preserve what we have today. Celebrate Memorial Day in your own way, but think about that joy. Thank you for listening. See you next time.